That is right, ladies and gentlemen. TVR is back, and we are back with a huge amount of incredible action season. We are now back with season 4 coming your way thanks to our incredible sponsors. You guys are watching our coverage of the Thunder Valley Racing League 9-Line Cup Series as we get a chance to have our season 4 opener at Daytona. Up in the booth tonight is an incredible driver himself, one of my best friends. Please help me welcome to the booth, Mr. Exotic Apex. How's it going, Exotic?
Doing pretty good. I've been waiting for this season to come along, and get here because I've been anxious to see all these drivers, see what they can bring to the field tonight, just for the season opener. But I say this is just astounding, especially at Daytona. I already know there's going to be a lot of drafting, there's going to be a lot of beating and banging, and I'm just ready to see who's going to be in the victory circle tonight.
Oh, exactly. And yet, don't forget, though, make sure you guys get a chance to check out our sponsors, 9-Line Apparel. Make sure you guys head on over to 9lineapparel.com. Use promo code TVR20 to save 10% off your entire purchase. And yet, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about, last season champion. Yes, the same last season champion. That was Ron Racing, a driver who pretty much spent the whole entire season, coming up to close finishes. But, hey, they managed to be able to get the job done, and he won at Iowa. And the crazy thing is, Exotic, he did not win the race for that, but he still managed to win the championship because he finished the highest out of the championship four.
But I say that's always a good thing. Like, even though you can't get a win during the whole season, the matter is that championship when you're in the Final Four. If you can get there, get the job done. All you gotta do is just outsmart your opponents.
Yeah, you definitely want to outsmart your opponent for sure because he's got a tough challenge ahead of him if he wants to be able to defend that championship. Real quick before I do continue, I do want to send a shout out to TNC Sports Talk. If you guys are looking for a podcast to get a chance to join, talk about football, talk about wrestling, and of course talk about all things TVR, make sure you guys head on over to TNC Sports Talk on YouTube, Facebook, and of course on TikTok. That is TNC Sports Talk. You guys do not want to miss out on that. Man, I'm telling you one thing, though. It is great to get a chance to finally be back. We got a chance to have a little peek of what's to come after what we saw at our opening last Monday. And it was Sporty Morty that got the job done, got the exhibition win. And yeah, we got a chance to take a look. So yet, Daytona is it's not really known for strategy. But what do you think is going to be the strategy in this case there, Exotic?
Well, if everything goes a green flag run, and if the stages are long enough or if the last stage is long enough for a green flag run and no mistakes, I would believe it has to be a field strategy. It may have to be a no tire or 2-tire stop. Has to be.
Exactly. And yet, hey, let's go ahead and talk about the drivers that are currently in the field. As we mentioned, we see Ron Racing, who's defending his championship this season. And yeah, we're going to see how he does. And yet, I'm going to tell you this. So we see. Let's talk about the TVR OGs for a second. Let's go ahead and talk about It's Shifter in there. We see Fire Slayer. We see Heath. We see Ski Mask. And, of course, one driver you need to keep your eye on, which then Mike G. Of course, Sporty Morty. And I'm going to save the best for last. You also can't forget about Melton. And, of course, our boss man himself, D-Blood. Talk about a huge line of OGs right here from the league, man.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. These guys have been here since the ground up, and they're not going to fall down no matter what. They're going to keep pushing to make this league better and better each season, each week, each day.
Yeah. And also TCW is also an OG as well. Before I forget, TCW also part of this. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the drivers that we'll be seeing here tonight. We see Cushion Pushing, which he's made a very huge impact, especially in the ARCA series. Mo Power, I think this might be my first time I get a chance to see him race. Turf 92 Backup is back. Up the Iron is back. We see L77 Caps Dong. I'm not gonna botch his name, but you get the picture here. Caps is gonna be a part of this. JRH. And, of course, JD Power, and, of course, a man who has been really impressive last season, and that would be a man who's trying to get redemption at this very same race, which is Del Gastro. So, for anyone who doesn't know, on the very first of Season 3 last year, it was both Exotic and a driver who I think you've seen a lot, within Heredia God. pretty much had a battle at the line, and it was Heredia that got it, and it's almost kind of pretty much like a deja vu what happened to him last week. So I'm gonna ask you this though, Exotic, is such as a driver like Delgatro, who's been within these close finishes, especially at the start of the season, how much redemption do you think he wants to make, especially when it comes to Daytona? He wants to be able to get some sort of payback and try to get himself a win here tonight.
Oh, definitely. When you come close to victory and just to get it sniped away from you, you're always going to want to be the top dog. But and I know every situation that happened to me, I always wanted to be up front. I always wanted to be the leader. I always wanted to lead the most laps. I always wanted to be the best of everything. If Delgastro wants to stay on top, he has to be the big dog out of everyone. He has to perform better than the OGs that is practice this track with everybody in this lobby, in this league, with multiple people around in different other leagues. Yeah. So they know every single thing they need to go from tire pressures to tape, all that kinds of stuff to gain the most speed. And also, if he wants to be on top, he has to have some friends, maybe at least 5 or 6 of them, to make it to the finish.
Exactly, I definitely do agree with you there. But hey, if you guys want to get a chance to join in on the conversation, make sure you guys head on over to our live chat, so to speak. So if you guys want to get a chance to talk to us about the race or about the drivers, I know it's going to be wild. It's going to be chaotic, to say the least. But we're going to be getting the top 5 qualifying results. And for those of you who are wondering, why not the rest of the field? Well, the thing is, though, is like here at TVR, we always make sure we focus on the top 5, because if you finish in the top 5 each stage, you get some extra needed points, especially when it comes to the point standings. So if I was, any of these drivers, whether if it's 5th or 4th, or even just trying to work your way into the top 5, you want to be able to get those much needed points, to say the least.
Oh yeah, definitely. Code Red, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think is going to take the victory tonight? It's just a quick question.
Oh man. The thing is, though, Exotic, is that when it comes to Daytona, and I think you can pretty much back me up on this, you don't know what's going to happen here at Daytona. Anything could happen at Daytona. I mean, we could probably
exactly. Anything can happen, and you won't never know when it's going to happen.
The problem is with tracks like this in Talladega, it is so unpredictable. It is so unpredictable, to say the least. But if I was a betting man, to say the least, I want to see Delgado win this race. I want to see him make that redemption. I want to see him be able to rise to the top and give himself his first win of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I say, I've raced with this individual a couple times. I can never beat him. He always is gone. Like, he could be by himself and just gone at any track, but I've never raced with him on a super speedway. But if I had to put my bets on anybody, it would be Mo Power for his first season in the Cups. I'm going to say Mo Power.
Mo Power, wow, that is going to be a very, very tough task for him, to say the least. But if there is one driver I think I would keep an eye on, especially when it comes to tracks like Daytona, I'm going to have to keep an eye on my former broadcast partner, which is Y'all Ain't Ready Racing, a.k.a. Heath. I feel like Heath has a really great shot at this. I know him and D-Blood and Ski Mask is going to be working together, so I expect some sort of alliance out of those three. I mean, it's pretty much obvious that they're going to be working together, but the question is how long is too long for you to be able to work together with those guys?
Oh yeah, definitely. If they work with each other all night, they'll be seeing each other the top 3 finish every time. But the thing is, if everybody's there, who's going to sacrifice to win?
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and real quick, I'm gonna pull up a ski, or not Ski Mask, but Sporting Morty stream, to say the least. And so that way we can get our lap counter, because unfortunately this game does not have a lap counter. But hey, at least we got one thanks to Sporting Morty, so shout out to him.
Oh, definitely. Do you know how many laps are tonight?
I don't know really truly. Excuse me, sorry about that. But I'm gonna check on that and see if I can get a good view. Okay, there he is. So I can say this though, is that I am looking at the field, and I can already tell you who's on pole. So I'm not surprised by this, but on pole it is Delgatro. In second, it is Melton. I can't really see who's up in third, but I think D-Blood will help me out with that. But from what I am seeing is Mike G is in eighth, Ron Race in seventh, up the irons. Oh, never mind. Thank you to I think it might be
Right there.
Delgatro. D-Blood, right? Delgatro first, Melton second, Toe in third, JRBH in fourth, and long live the sauce, rounding out the top five.
This is going to be an interesting race, I will say.
It is definitely going to be a fun race, to say the least. And yeah, we're happy for you guys to take the time out of your nights or days, whatever time it might be, for you to watch this. Just for you to come and watch this race with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, don't head on over to our Facebook page at Thunder Valley Racing League on Facebook. And make sure you guys follow the page right there, because we will give you all more updates as far as the season 4. And don't forget, tomorrow night, I have some business to take care of, especially when it comes to the trucks, because I would like to get a truck run. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. All right, so you got your invites, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, all right. I think that might be hopefully once when we get the good to go from Mr. D Blood, and then we'll go live from Daytona. Man, I am very very excited. And by the way, I will say this: for as long as me and you have known each other, and it's been a while since we talked, I wouldn't want to get a chance to call this race with anyone else but you, man. So I appreciate you joining me, bud.
Oh, man, don't make me tear up a little bit.
Hey. No, I mean, just you know what it's like. You understand, around a bunch of leagues. You've been a part of a lot of leagues, to say the least. And it's an honor to get a chance to have you up here with me, man.
Oh, definitely. It's been a pleasure being up in the booth with you, my man.
All right, let's go ahead and join. We're about to bring you all the action-packed racing live from Daytona with the Coke Zero 400.
I'm so excited right now. I even get my own race gloves on.
All right.
Got my apparel.
Hey, speaking of apparel, make sure you guys head on over to 9lineapparel.com and use the promo code TVR20 to save 10% off. And, hey, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun, to say the least. And, hey, I would love to get a chance to interview our race winner, hopefully, which we will. We'll be interviewing the top 3 at the end of this race. And, of course, right before we head off the stream, we got to have our conversation with the boss man himself. We got to have a conversation with him.
Oh, yeah, give his duties.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, the field is set.
I couldn't think of the right. I couldn't think of the right words.
the field is set, and we go green flag here at Daytona. Delgatro running in and running that black 88 scheme and looks like he's got TCW right behind him. He's got the 96 right there. Ron racing up in 4th. You see a second line, which is Melton. You see Melton up there with a little second line. But the thing is, though, it's going to come down to the bottom line, to say the least, unless they even have room for them to come down.
That's I don't know if you saw it as soon as he got on the backstretch, the 42 car of still learning driver's numbers.
Oh, Melton gets hit, put to the wall. The 19 goes down to the apron, but they save it. Great save, guys. Great save. And it will be Delgatro who will lead the first lap of the race.
Oh, Melton back into the wall.
Oh, no. I think D-Blood allowed him to come in, so expect D-Blood and that body armor machine to get a chance to work together, try to be able to work their way up to the front. And also, oh, man. And before I forget their exotic, there's one thing I gotta tell you is that you have to watch out for the glitch at 3 and 4, the glitch at the end of 4 where pit road is. Oh boy, 42's coming down to the line. Oh boy, what is going on here? 42's coming down. Oh my gosh, I was so close. Oh, but the 42 goes to the wall.
There's a
big frag, fire slayer involved. That was kind of a dumb move. And that might be
was around.
around.
Yeah, we're going up under caution.
We're under caution. I seen what the 42 did. I'm sorry, but that was a very stupid move on that part. And I ain't being biased or anything, but that was a really stupid move. If you could not get just come down, at least wait till the drivers go by for you to move on up back to the track. So, unfortunately, we are under caution for the first time tonight.
I said the 42's all the way mid-pack, and he started up in the top two rows, first two rows.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is, though, is like if you guys want to get a chance to read him, you can pretty much saw once when I caught the 42 is that he was down in the apron and cut right in front of everyone. But yet we got the field back up, stacked up, as we don't think we got to worry about the field strategy when it comes to stage one. But nevertheless, though, green flags back in the air with Del Gastro and Ron Raisin up in front of the field.
So we got Ron Racing, our season 3 champion, contending with Del Gastro, trying to see if he can pull out this lead.
As we
But
do have,
we all know that the top line hardly works unless you got more people on top than you do on bottom.
I see a car just appeared on Sporting Wars stream, which, by the way, we are at 19 laps to go. So I'm going to make sure that everyone is all good unless the 42 decides to drop back, and which in this case, he is going to drop back after what went down. So, oh, but the 24 hits the outside wall. 24 hits the outside wall. He saved it, though. Save it, bud. Oh, but D-Bud's involved. But yet they're still going green. They're still going green. No cautions.
Meanwhile, everybody's starting to get lined up.
Oh boy.
Line up, bumper on tail. I said if they can just hold it here, they can be caution free all the way to the first stage.
Exactly, for sure. But hey, look at the 47, a cushion push, and he is right there, right behind the 88, to say the least. You know, he is a brand new driver in the 47. And I know he doesn't really have much shoes to fill, but the thing is, though, he wants to be able to go after that win, as well as the Gatra, though. We've seen some really great racing. Looks like we see someone pushing the 22 out there. That would be Shifter, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I've known Shifter for a long while now, and I already know he's dedicated to win. But I believe he's going to sit in the back as long as he can to at least do some fuel saving, some tire saving, and try to avoid as much wrecks as he can. I say anybody can get to the front, but it's mattering keeping your car alive at the end. And I believe that's going to be his strategy for right now.
Exactly. It's going to be a very wild race, to say the least.
I say he is pushing Sporty pretty hard, going around the 8 and the 9, trying to catch up to Melton in number 1.
Either way, though, it's going to be a lot of fun, to say the least. I mean, Del Gastro has pretty much been leading all the laps since we dropped the green flag. And look who's right there in that Sunday D machine. That is TCW. He is trying to be able to work his way up. But there's one thing I do want the audience to know there, Exotic, is that even though Del Gastro is in the lead for these situations, that's not going to help him save any sort of fuel at all whatsoever, which I don't really think there is anything to worry about in Stage 1 when it comes to the fuel strategies.
Yeah, I believe Stage 1 is Stage 2, and I think there's only 3 stages. You can run as hard as you can and try to make it towards, try to get those extra little bonus points. And I believe Del Gastro is going to just stay out in front and try to block everybody who's going to go on the outside just to keep them all tangled up behind them like a little string.
Oh yeah, but I
believe TCW is going to push them all the way towards the stage finish.
It's going to be a great race, to say the least. When it comes to Del Gastro and his strategies, he knows he can work his way around everything. I feel like he has the shot. He has the ability to be able to make some great runs. But yeah, we're going to keep an eye on the back right now. We see Melton back there. And the thing is, though, is that, and I can't stress this enough, if I was any of these drivers, I would not go ahead and try to build a second line, because you're going to immediately think that, okay, well, I have people that's going to help me out, until they end up falling straight to the inside line.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everybody wants to be on the bottom line. It's usually the fastest line, and I would only take the top line for last resort, but no one wants to be on the top. That's like speaking with the devil. And we see Sport trying to take a 3 wide with Mo Power in the number 9 car.
Yeah, exactly.
And he passes Mo Power.
Exactly. In the number 9, that is, of course, the one and only Ski Mask Sleazy. And I know he's definitely got a lot of shoes to fill, especially when it comes to the 9. He loves. Oh my gosh! Look at the second line that they're trying to build with Sporty, the 19, the 18. I think the 96 is Mike G. They're trying to build something here.
Oh yeah, they definitely want to catch
Oh,
Delgado
well, oh boy.
because he is leaving.
Sporty's in a very bad position, 3 wide, thanks to long lip sauce making a I don't know if you want to say a bad move or a good move to say the least, but it is going to be wild right now. It is wild in the back. I mean, you can pretty much say it's like the wild west when it comes to this stage 1.
Oh, definitely. Everybody just wants to push to the front. I understand that, but you always want to try to stay safe and clean. As Mo Powder's trying to pass Sporty Morty on the out, but it looks like Shifter is going to just leave him out to dry.
Exactly. But yet TCW's going to the outside. That's going to give, I think that might be the 4 of up the iron, a chance to be able to be right behind Delgado. If I was them, I wouldn't even worry about trying to be able to move anyone out because you're trying to get those much needed stage points, especially at the start of the season. You want to start off on a really great note, say, hey, I got some points, I got everything I need, and I am all good from here.
Oh, we had Shifter up into the wall. Looks like he bounced back in the line just safely.
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and get to our in-race reporter, Sporty Morty, and we will give you a track of how many laps we have right now here at stage number 1. For those of you who guys are just now tuning in, you guys are watching the Thunder Valley Racing League's season opener here at Daytona. Code Red Dew and, of course, Exotic Apex up in the booth to bring you all the action here. And yet, we do have about less than 11 laps to go here at stage number 1.
As everybody looks like they're calming down right now, falling into the single line formation. But I say the back 3-pack looks like they're just taking a little stroll, just looking out for chaos, as they should a little bit.
And by the way, I do want to get a chance to check on 3 drivers, JR and, of course, Ron Racing and D-Blood. I mean, they're by themselves, but I mean, at least they're trying to be able to build something here. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, but
it's definitely a good thing.
Oh, but Big Rick in the back. Oh, the 19, the 9, the 1, the 3, the 77, and yet that could be oh, but the 1 gets spin around. That might be the second caution of the night. I don't know what happened. I see a 2-wide battle, and all of a sudden the car started spinning right around in turn 1 and 2. So caution out for the second time tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So they were just taking it easy, but they must wanted to get into their own leader because he's just sucking up all the laps and all the points, and they don't want him to take all that. But guess it didn't work out right now.
Man, very tense race. Already 2 cautions in stage number 1.
But it's time to tighten those bolts up, tighten those straps. Let down those visors and let it go again. Oh, Delgado went into the pits. He's sitting on the 4th row.
And yet it is up the irons that's going to take the lead away from Delgado. First lead change of the race as we get back to the restart here. And I will bring you guys as far as the lap counter here. Give me 1 second, guys. We do have 7 laps to go.
I said they're going to make every 7 laps count. As number 6 is into the wall.
Caps. If I was Delgado, I'd immediately try to get Melton's draft and try to be able to get away. But hey, look at the 8 of JD Power. He's currently up in 2nd.
Because he's probably one of the few guys that actually stayed out. Ooh, I don't know who it was.
37.
Yeah, 37 got nudged out of line.
37 did get nudged out of line. Once when they head to the start-finish line, it will be 6 laps to go here at stage number 1. Look at the 96 of Long Live Sauce. And here's one guy, a.k.a. the Candy Man of the league, in Fire Slayer, who's currently up in the top 5.
The candy, I just picked up on that. Hopefully, if he can get into this top 5, he may actually get some candy from his crew chief.
He needs something after what happened to his 49ers yesterday, which don't kill me for saying that, Kevin. Oh boy. I gotta mess with him.
Oh, definitely. They're getting a little rowdy in the back a little bit. They were running too wide, about 3 cars deep.
Oh man, 37 was about to be out of the line. So we're about to get ready to go. 5 laps to go here at stage number 1. This has been a very tense race. I don't really see a lot of patience that you would normally see. I mean, last week's race we didn't have much. We didn't even have a caution, I believe. But yet you see how much patience they had last week compared to tonight. It is the first race of the season. They just want to be able to work their way up to the front and try to be able to take the lead from up the iron.
Oh, definitely. Everything's rising. The tension, the greed to get any kind of points. But I can see it right now. The 17 may work with Fire Slayer. Probably on, I would say, on the last turn, on the last lap of the stage, just to get those extra few bonus points.
Yeah. 4 laps to go here at stage number 1, and yet up the iron is pretty much the only different leader here besides Del Gastro. Is currently sitting very, very comfortable. But the question is, though, is when is the rest of the field going to start making the move? You can only guess it'll have to be on the final lap. Oh, the 8 almost got nudged out. Long with Sauce trying to bump him out of the way. Good save by both drivers. But as I was getting ready to say, it'll probably be the final lap of the stage is when we'll start seeing the moneymaker moves.
Oh, if I'm correct, I think Shifter's out in the race.
Shifter is. Oh, must have been. Oh, yeah, he is currently out. Unfortunately, his first DNF. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to have him back here soon for tomorrow night for the trucks. 3 laps to go.
I say I ride along with Cushion pushing right now. And it looks like he's just trying to stay behind Mo Power, trying to hold off Ron Racing, your defending champion.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's just giving him a hard time, just a little bit, as he's trying to close in. Oh, I thought it was a 3. Never mind, it's the 19.
Yeah, the 19 and the 3 have like similar schemes, so I'm trying to be able to work on that. Oh, the 37! Oh, I thought he was going to be the same move as the 42 did. I was about to say, you cannot do that. I think D-Boy might have a talk with them here soon. Get ready. Once when they approach the line, there'll be 2 laps to go. This time by at stage number 1. I'm telling you one thing right now. Long Live the Sauce and JD Power are just anticipating when to make that moneymaker move, especially when it comes to winning this stage.
Oh, definitely. I say it looks like you see the 96 trying to pop out of line just a little bit, ever so slightly, but it looks like he's just going to hop back in line. But he may be trying to build like some people to feed him on the outside to pass up the iron so he won't get this stage win.
And right now, they're getting ready to approach to the white flag this time by, I believe, here at stage number 1. So far, it has been up the iron. Pretty much the only different lead change right now. But JD Power, he's wanting to go for it. But the thing is, though, is that it's a little bit too risky to be able to make a move earlier.
That's he's going to need the 96's help. Can't trying to flip through everybody's name. Long Live Sauce. He's trying to get Long Live Sauce help. But looks like Sauce, he may be building a plan himself, but it may just got shut down by the Candyman.
Yeah, looks like no. Oh, here comes Long Live Sauce working on the outside. He was going to stick to the outside, but then again, I don't know what happened. But this is going to get really tense. Who's going to be able to win at the line? Up the iron is going to block, and it's going to be Up the Iron that's going to win this stage. Wow.
But I say it was too close for 4th. I don't know who got 4th.
I don't really know either. I'm definitely gonna have to pull Sporty's stream right here. Sheesh, that was insane.
It definitely was. I want to believe TCW had it just by a fraction of a piece of paper, just by that much.
1 second, guys. I can go ahead and tell you guys as far as the positions. I don't really see. Yeah, you could be right because I don't see TCW on the rest of the field. So it would be Up the Iron, JD Power, Long Live the Sauce, TCW, and of course Fire Slayer. That'll be your current top 5 at the moment here at after the end of stage number 1. We got the field lined up, and it's going to be cushion pushing that's going to be leading us back to green flag.
This is going to be the third lead change of the race.
Third lead change of the race, and yet we're back on the green here to start a stage number 2.
So let's hope to see if these boys can hold it down, drive clean.
Yeah.
But push as hard as they can.
The 18!
17.
Oh, the 22!
22!
Oh, with the 12 and the 6 of Don Captus. Oh, my. Oh. And that is going to be a caution. Caution out because of the 22 and Caps. I don't know what happened right there. But yet, third caution.
I don't know what's wrong with Caps. I think he's stuck in motion. He can't move.
Yeah. The game's going to have to help him carry around like a Mario Kart race car.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's back up and going. Caps, if you're watching this, sorry about that, bud. Oh, man. This is what I love about the first race of the season. We get a chance to have a lot of fun up here, up in the booth.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, man.
That's what we got. Delgacher in the 88. He's sitting far back in the pack. Does he have his own little strategy he's got going on in his head?
But yeah, hey, look at this. 4th lead change already. That is going to go to JD Power. He's going to lead the field back to green flag. And yeah, when the green flag drops, and it will, green flag back in the air here at Daytona.
As we got Mike Jean, the 19, pushing JD, but I believe he wants his, I was going to say teammate, but it's not his teammate. But they got the same sponsor of Mo Power.
I was going to say, there's no such thing as teammates here at TVR, but yeah, we are under 19 laps to go. JD Power is now the 4th lead change of this race. We've seen it with Delgacho up the iron. I think we saw it with the 47 of cushion pushing, and now JD Power. We're seeing an outside line.
Looks like about having having outside line form. Looks like Mike
Big
G
Red,
may take
22.
the lead.
Oh, 22 is up in the air. He's saying, I believe I can fly. That could be another caution, and it will. Caution out for the 4th time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, 40.
Can these boys slow down a little bit? Like I said, the race isn't going to get much closer. It's just going to sit in the same spot.
Sporty got pretty much, his car was up in the air to say the least, and that was just really, really tense to see.
Oh, it was. It was a scary flight, but at least his car's still moving. At least it's still moving.
Hey, while we get the chance, since we are currently under caution, make sure you guys head on over to our sponsors, Nylon Apparel. Make sure you guys use the promo code TVR20 to save 10% off. That is nylonapparel.com. As we see JD Power, Sporty is very frustrated. You can tell, and I know he's ready to get back at it. As we are back under green flag for potentially the 3rd time in this stage. We've seen more cautions out in stage number 2. And yet they're currently under 15 laps to go here at stage number 2 as well.
Let's see, we see the 3 of Mo Power I believe he lagged just a little bit.
19 and the 8 are making contact. Meanwhile, there's stuff going on in the back. They've got to be careful. Look at Mike G and Long Live the Sauce. They're working together very well. Here comes Fire Slayer on the outside. The Toyotas are working really well together.
I said they're making that hotline work, and we see Mo Power trying to fit him right behind him.
And Mike G. Go ahead.
I said I was for a second. I didn't think Fire Slayer was going to be able to sneak his car down in there, but I think JD Power didn't have no choice but to let him.
And yet now, what a coincidence, Mike G becoming the 5th different lap leader here at Daytona. And of course, you're seeing top 3, nothing but Yodas. Call that hashtag Yoda Power right here.
I see, get these boys lined up. Hopefully they'll be all the way to the end of the stage 2. Do you have a lap count yet, or?
We're currently under 14 laps to go this time by. Under 14 laps to go here at stage number 2. And of course, being stage 1 of the Iron with the stage 1 win. And I know Fire Slayer wants to be able to continue on with this run. He finished up in the top 5 in stage 1. And he's doing very well, but the problem is, if I was any of the manufacturers, I would have to break up this group right here as we go to 13 laps to go.
But see, if we look closely, you have your defending champion in the top 5 trying to peek his way into a stage win as well.
He's trying to. He's got JD Power. We're seeing 3 Toyotas and 2 Chevys in the top 5 right now. So far, everything's back to normal. It's been back to good. No cautions as of yet, but yet you gotta give credit where credit's due. To, once again, I talked about this in the pre-race show, the OGs in the league, which is of course Mike G.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You see Ski Mask in the number 9 taking on the outside. He's done past Delgacho, and he's trying to pass Ron Racing, but then 4 Chevys right there should all come together and try to form an outside line to pass them Toyotas.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to be able to break up this little Yoda party, so to speak, and you can't really afford anything in this moment right now. You have to be able to continue to work with one another, especially with what you're trying to do. I mean, the problem is, for as long as Fire Slayer and of course Mike G, you cannot be able to separate these two, especially with Long Live the Sauce being in the middle of these two.
Oh, definitely. I say them boys are gonna be stuck like glue, but everybody else, they're just coming off together like paper. Like they want to get up to the front. They're greedy. Yeah. Everyone's greedy, but that top 3, they're locked in. They're going to stick right with each other the whole time.
11 laps to go here for stage number 2. You guys are watching our coverage of the 9-line Apparel Cup Series here at Thunder Valley Racing League, and it's definitely been a very crazy race to say the least. We've only seen about 5 different lead changes, being the stage 1 winner. Oh, but look at the Chevys, but yet they put Up the Iron out of the way. They said, sorry, but we're trying to work our way up. And that's going to put Up the Iron and Melton to the outside. And then you see Mo Power. Go ahead.
So we're going to try to see if the outside line can work, but they're only just going backwards.
10 laps to go. You are correct. They look like they're going backwards. I feel bad for Sporting Maury, especially since he's far up in the back. And he's trying to be able to get something done. Ski Mask goes to the outside, but yeah, he still managed to hang on.
Up the Iron is into the wall.
Up the Iron is a good put to the wall, but yeah, they still saved it though. That back is definitely looking crazy, but Delgacho wants to be able to make a run. He wants to be able to work his way up inside the top 5. Oh, but Delgacho gets to the outside wall.
Because some of these drivers are not having the night that they wish they would have had.
Yeah.
But everybody seemed like they are forming out into that single file line, with 1 or 2 just popping out to the outside, trying to make that run, but no one wants to go with them.
And of course, for anyone that's keeping track of how many we have left right now, it is 9 laps to go at stage number 2. And of course, when we get to stage 3, all hands are off. It is your chance to be able to win, but yet you want to be able to win. You want to be able to work with someone in front of you and try to make those much needed moves. While we do have 9 laps to go this time by, I want to ask you this: do you think we'll end up seeing another crazy move like at the end of the stage, like we saw back in stage 1?
Oh, definitely. I believe that the Toyotas may end up staying together, but we may see the Chevys come onto the outside with that 1 Ford of I think it's Up the Irons. He may actually come out there, and also Caps.
I mean, the Fords.
He's trying to make a move now.
I mean, the Fords have the ability, but the thing is, you're going to want to work with these Chevys, especially when it comes to breaking up, the Toyotas up front. And I got to give credit where credit's due. Right now, our top 3 is looking very, very incredible, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I've seen them move out of line one time. They have stuck to that yellow line like crazy.
All right, I do got confirmation that D-Blood did lagged out. And we'll have to get Melton in so he can help us get our top 3 to interview after following the conclusion of this race. 7 to go.
But it's a tough break for D Blood because I know he was hunting for first win of the season.
Yeah.
To be locked into the chase. But I say it's a little heartbreak, but there's always next week and the weeks after that.
Hey, there's always a tomorrow because he will be a part of our Daytona race, being hosted by, of course, TCW. So make sure you guys check that out on here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. TCW will bring you guys all the Truck Series action from Daytona as we approach the 6 laps to go.
But so if you look back here, there's a second pack that lost the draft. And one of them is Delgado.
One of them is Delgado, but yet if I was his pack, I'm going to ride along with Ski Mask. He wants to be able to work on the outside. But the thing is, though, is that, like I mentioned before, 6 laps to go, you're going to have to be able to find some sort of way to build a outside line for you to be able to get up there and break up the top 3.
But I say, I don't think it's possible unless they start working together, start muting some players or some racers in the chat. But I said, I don't think they're going to get it done. I said that top 3 is strong. They're headstrong.
5 to go right now. It is nothing but Mike G, who has been leading most of the laps here at stage number 2. 5 different lead changes here, but it's all been about the veteran in Mike G. And I gotta say this though, I mean, Kevin / Fireslayer has been trying to be able to find some Toyotas to be able to work together with, and I think he's feeling pretty comfortable with where he's at right now.
Oh, definitely. That's what we got. Y'all ain't ready, or Heath. That's Heath, right?
Yeah.
All right, Heath in the 77, sitting in that top 5. But see, he had Mo Power on the outside of him, wondering if he was going to go with him. But I don't think Heath is ready to go out there and make that high line work. He wants to sit still, sit pretty, and get at least a bonus point in.
He wants to be able to sit comfortable. He's going to have to if he wants to be able to just relax and then wait for you to be able to work your way up here.
But everybody looks calm and situated now, besides the few drivers of Mo Power. He's still trying to make that high line work, or he's just trying to stay out of trouble.
I think right now, for his sakes, he needs to be able to stay out of trouble because you know that JD Power is going to have to be the one to move up to the outside line as we approach the 3 laps to go here this time by.
3 laps to go. That's always scary, even though it coming to a stage finish. That's everybody. I've been saying bonus points this whole time, but everybody wants some extra bonus points.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good, though. I mean, everyone is going to need those bonus points. I mean, you definitely want to be able to work hard to be able to get those points, especially. But Mike G went down, but he went up and he went back down in front of Long Lips of Sauce. They've got to be careful.
I think Mike G got a little distracted a little bit. He almost lost the lead. And almost bonus points, very special bonus points for the stage win.
2 to go this time by, 2 to go. This is where the crucial moment is going to happen here. So you're going to have to keep an eye on these drivers.
But I say he may be trying to break up the pack a little bit. As you see, there's at least a hardly space between the Mike G, Long Live the Sauce, and Fireslayer. As Fireslayer's trying to look on the inside, they're leaving the inside line way too wide.
Yeah, you don't really need to do that, but hey, look on the outside though. It is Caps and TCW, and they're now building the outside line that we've been talking about. Here comes JD Power leading up this pack, but the thing is though is that you don't want Heath to be able to cut up right there because every spot's going to ruin it. As we do now approach to the white flag this time by at stage number 2.
So they're running hard. But so they go back into the single file, leaving the number 8 out the dry as he slicks back in. Mo Power's back on the outside, trying to get a little side drive from Heath.
Oh, but contact being made from JD Power and Mo Power. Oh, Long Live the Sauce is going to have to say, what is Mike G trying to do here? Here comes Long Live the Sauce. Oh, but he barely gets right in front of there. I don't know if he's trying to break up the draft. But yeah, here comes Long Live the Sauce. Here comes Heath. He's on the outside. They got a second line, but yet can they be able to make it up to the line?
I said they're getting a little squirrely.
No,
They may actually be a photo finish for the stage.
And that would be. Oh,
I don't know. That's too close to call. That's too close. That's too close.
I tried to be able to get up to above the camera line. I think that might be. Oh my gosh, I need to check on Sporty's stream right now. That has to go to
I gotta say,
Long
Mike
Live the
G,
Sauce.
that was close.
It's gotta be Long Live the Sauce because he looked like he got right in front of Mike G right there before the line. I don't know. I wish I had another replay of that, but unfortunately, no such thing as replays.
Not yet, at least. But I say, hopefully they'll initiate that in here. But I don't ever see that happening anytime soon. But that was a real close stage 2 finish.
That was a crazy stage 2 finish for sure.
I said that could have been Mike G that got it though, as he's starting on the pole with Long Live on the outside.
Yeah, I mean you are correct. It looks like we will see Mike G leading back to the front, and he's going to lead us here at stage number 3.
As he got 2 OGs locked in bumper to bumper, and that would be Ski Mask and Heath.
Oh, but yet the problem is though is that Toyota 3 drivers that we talked about have now bringing up down to a 2-car field receive for the Toyotas, especially when it comes to Long Live the Sauce and Mike G.
And I said they have let the 17 in. Fire Slayer is going to be coming back down soon.
He's currently
so you got a Ford back up front, or in the top 3.
Yeah, the Ford and that 70D Ford machine, that is TCW. And of course, you got to give credit where credit's due for Heath making his first start in the Cup Series, and yet trying to be able to trying to win a Cup championship. Oh, but we see Mo Power getting out of the line. Oh, contact being made, but yet Caps went to the outside. Fire Slayer, they're all saved though. They're still going green.
I said Delgado made it right through it. That was your pick. He's trying to stay in it.
He's trying to, but yet one thing I've noticed though is that back in stage 1, we have not really seen much of Delgado, especially when it comes to the top 5, to say the least.
Let's say I think he has a very strong strategy of staying out of the way, and that's what he's been doing. That is the one thing he has been doing right this whole time. But he is slowly climbing the field, because I believe they're going to have to be making pit stops this stage if this is the final stage. And he wants to be up front when it happens.
I mean, the thing is, though, is that we are going to end up... excuse me. The thing is, though, we are going to be seeing a lot of patience here when it comes to the third and final stage. You're going to want to be able to save plenty of fuel, because we haven't really talked about that as much. It's the fuel strategies. You're going to have to be able to work with one another, save as much fuel as you possibly can, and try to be able to see if you'll be able to use that draft to take advantage of saving some gas.
That's where the Gotcha said he's using a lot of gas to actually for that second pack, but he's done caught up, so he's probably going to end up saving just a little bit as he lines up behind Mo Power. But no, now Ski Mask as he run into the back of the Ski Mask.
Oh boy, but yet we are at 25 laps to go here at stage number 3, 25 to go. And I can tell you this, though, you can see the field is starting to get very tense, to say the least, from the front to the back, and yet they're trying to be able to work with one another. If I was any of those drivers, I would just be calm, be cool, collected, because you're going to need every ounce of someone behind you to be able to help you get up to the front and save some fuel.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I say Long Live the Sauce is actually trusting Mike G right behind him, because he left that lane wide open all the way through 3 and 4. But Mike G just stayed on his bumper, trying to extend the gap between him and third.
As you can see right here, between obviously the Long Live Sauce and Mike G, working very, very well together. Oh, but we do see it. JD Power goes down below the apron. He luckily saved that. I caught that right on camera. He went down below the apron, and he actually gets in front of Ski Mask.
I said that was a nice save on to actually not break their own remaining of the field. Take some talent.
They're definitely a close call on that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we can see him move back up towards the field as he tries to push the 47 to Sporty Morty.
Sporty Morty, yeah, someone that we haven't got a chance to really talk much about. He's been struggling a lot this race. He's been mostly in the back this entire time. But yeah, look at
Oh,
TCW.
I said the wrong name. I meant to say cushion pushing. I always get them too messed up.
I'll say Sporty's in the 22, and of course cushion pushing being in the 47.
Yeah, Sporty Morty's been in the back most of this race. I will admit that. Trying to save his thrash for the finish.
And right now, look who's finally back up in the top 5, and that is Delgatro. And of course, you see Fire Slayer finally reunited with his Toyota boys as they get a chance to work with one another between Long with the Sauce and Mike G. I feel like he's more comfortable working with Mike G than Long with the Sauce, but we'll see how this top 3 is going to go.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like you said, then Toyotas are back together. I say, will anybody else be able to contend with them to actually break them up and change the lead and change up probably the story to this race?
And it's definitely going to be a crazy one to say the least.
I say it's going to be someone's dream and someone's nightmare in this race, and I have no idea who it is yet because everything is changing every lap, every turn.
It's definitely going to be a crazy one to say the least. It's definitely going to be a wild one. It's definitely going to be a crazy one. And you want to be able to keep your eye on this entire pack.
Oh yeah, definitely. I say, if I'm correct, we haven't seen the exact big one yet. We've been getting the little ones, but I don't think right now we will actually get a big one. Oh, I don't know. We may actually will when it comes to pit stops.
But yeah. I mean, we do see a couple of drivers. I did mention fuel strategy. We do see Sporty Morty, Caps, and of course Ski Mask that did come down the pit road. And the question is when it's going to be everyone's time to come down the pit road. Obviously, they're going to have to be able to signal to let the drivers know what they can be able to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I say, do you think they put it a little too early?
I feel like they did pit it a little bit too early, to say the least. I mean, you don't want to be able to come down early and then potentially make it worse than it already is for you.
Okay, but I had to check something real quick. But say, I was unaware of something, and I just wanted to double check.
But watch out for the outside. We are now pushed up to 19 to go.
But I see the 42 up into the wall. Oh, the 17's around. No. So is the 8.
Big red. Caution that. Big red. That's got to be a caution. Almost everyone's involved on that one. Big red. But no, we're still going green.
It's still going green.
But tough break for TCW right there.
Yeah, TCW, I say that his car looks like when you get done drinking a Sunny D when you squish the bottle. He does not look good.
He is struggling right now, but yeah, look at this top 4. I think we have maybe at least 18 laps to go, to say the least. It has been nothing but the Toyotas, and they've not really got involved with as much chaos than there already is, to say the least.
But at least Delgatro's up there with him. He has not lost them ever since they got that big break. I think it's a 2-second gap between Heath.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, plus you also got to think about this, though. These drivers did come down the pit earlier than the usual drivers. I think they know that it's time for that fuel strategy. And if I was Long with the Sauce, I would hate to be up there because, like I mentioned before, you're not really saving anything. You're pretty much just mostly just wasting it, and you're letting the drivers behind you have a chance to be able to play in gas.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're out in front, would you trust your pushing partner behind you to go in the pits with you?
I mean, if you signal, then yeah, obviously. But if you don't signal, I mean, it's pretty much technically just your fault.
You're right. I agree with that. But it's kind of hard to signal when you're already on the bottom line of the stretch.
I mean, you're going to want to watch out, especially when it comes to making these types of strategies, to say the least. I can honestly tell you that it's going to be very intense. It's going to be very, very impactful, to say the least. It looks like we have JD Power that just now came out of pit road. And if I was any of these drivers, I would make sure I would try to be able to get fouled up and try to get those much needed laps back. But yet they do have. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they do have some lap traffic, which it looks to be JRBH is right in front of them, and it looks like he's going to get out of their way at least.
I said that's a good thing that he's doing that. Hopefully he can catch up behind him and get Delgado's draft and push this lead even further.
Exactly. I think we are now at currently 16 laps to go.
I said if I was long lived the sauce right now, I would try to interchange the lead to save some fuel for himself. Because right now, if I'm correct, Delgado's got the most fuel out of these four.
This Delgado does, but the thing is, though, is that how much are you trying to be able to waste plenty of time? Also, hey, real quick, I do want to send a shout out. You actually have a message. Great to hear Exotic Apex back in the booth.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time. I've been welcomed home pretty well.
15 laps to go here at the third and final stage. This is where it gets pretty tensed up because we see 3 Toyotas and 1 Chevy in the top 4.
And it looks like they're just extending the gap as they went. Oh, as Fire Slayer gets down.
Did he signal? Did he signal?
I don't know. That could be a signal.
I'm gonna have to put the camera on him to see if he is gonna come down. I wouldn't really come down unless everyone is gonna be coming down with you. We're gonna see, but no, he does stay out. He does stay out. That was not a signal. As we approach now to 14 laps to go.
But how much fuel did these guys have? I don't think they have enough. Can't be. They have to be running on fumes at this point. Have to be.
The thing is, though, is Long Live the Sauce is not going to save the amount of fuel he needs to. I mean, this is a really difficult situation for him. Meanwhile, Mike G, Fire Slayer, and Doug Gautreaux are just walking on sunshine, trying to be able to save as much fuel as they possibly could.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 17's around.
Oh, 17 is around? Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's around again. Tough break for TCW. Oh, man.
I say, Mo Power just zoomed right by him, and I think his wheels got a little shaky after that because that was a lot of horses coming right by him.
You're right on that one. You are right on this one. TCW is currently up in 16th, and it's definitely been a tough break for him in this race. Meanwhile, I will check to see how many laps we have. We have less than potentially 13 laps to go this time by.
Yeah, so we got Long Live the Saws making a car length gap, but I think Mike G is trying to save a little bit as well. I say they may have to come in the next couple of laps because I do remember Ski Mask. And I think it was Ski Mask and Heath. They came in after, I think it was 6 laps into this final stage.
12 laps to go this time by, and I gotta wonder how much fuel they could be able to save, especially when it comes to these 3 Toyotas. I mean, we've seen them dominated, once when they started up in stage 2, and once when they get together, but Delgado's out! Delgado's out! Is he out of fuel? He's gotta be.
I don't know. Could it be a tire issue?
I don't know. That could be a really good question. Oh, no. No. But meanwhile, it's still top 3, all top 3 Toyotas. They're getting spread out just a little bit.
He could have hit that soft spot off that backstretch.
Either that, or I mean, he could have hit the glitch right there once when I don't really know for sure. But all I know is you really gotta hate that for Delgado. He's still going though, but the problem is he might end up losing a whole lot of spots to say the least.
Oh, definitely. That pack behind him, they're coming in strong. I said I don't know if they're on the lead pack, but that was a heavy hit, and he's going to take a heavy hit in points right now.
He he's going to have to take a huge toll right now, and it's definitely not been the very best to say the least. If you are a fan of Delgado, meanwhile it is the Mike G who now regains the lead over Long Live the Sauce. Fire Slayers in second. I will let you guys know. I think we might be at maybe 9 to 8 laps to go. I could be wrong, but I will check Sporty Stream for you guys. This has been a very crucial race at this point in stage number 3. Exotic is looking to see what's happening. I am looking forward to see what's going on. But yeah, it is anyone's ball game when it comes to the final lap of the race. I think we are at 10 laps to go.
It's the final 10, and I know these 3 Toyotas, they're still looking strong, and I believe they did it on spot change so Long Live can save a couple laps of fuel so they can extend the life of the Toyotas out in front.
Exactly. They're now approaching up to 9 laps to go this time by, and it has all been Toyotas to say the least. I mean, Fire Slayer had this plan, and things are looking really good at this point.
I say the next pack behind these 3 Toyotas, they're not in sight. They're out of orbit. These 3 Toyotas, they're in their own zip code. I say that is very rare coming from at this track. Usually everybody stays bunched up, but right now it's a ghost town.
Only three drivers that are really working together is obviously Mike G, Fire Slayer, and Long Live the Sauce. They have been working tremendously, and I think that's going to be definitely talked about by the end of this week.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is astounding that they have made it this far, dominated in stage 2, and they're dominating stage 3. But will these 3 be in the final countdown of the laps?
8 laps to go this time by, and Mike G has been the one that has led most of the laps at this race. And Fire Slayer and Long Live Sauce are working really together with Mike G. I mean, like we talked about, and how incredibly gifted both Mike G and Fire Slayer are. And I think it'll be really a crazy coincidence that once your first night in the booth, they'll get a chance to join you.
Oh, it'll be pretty awesome. I haven't spoken a lot of words with them, but it'll be a really good pleasure to speaking with these 2 or 3. I would believe these 3 because they've been working really strong together this first race, and it's insane that people actually work like this because it's rare when you try to make teammates in something. Oh, is Fire Slayer signaling?
That could be interesting. I don't really know, but I mean, we've seen where both tires went below the yellow line. So we're.
I would think so. Yeah, they are.
Here they come. Here comes the Yodas. But they're gonna have to be careful. I think everyone should be good, to say the least. So I'm gonna keep an eye on these 3, and we'll end up. We'll get back to you when we know about the whole entire situation. So make sure you guys stay put because I'm gonna take a look right now.
So we got Mo Power coming in. Heath's coming in too.
We do have a new race leader though. That is the 24 of Ron Racing.
And he's signaling down to come pit.
And
he's right behind the 42
of JRBH.
And I believe the 42 is going to stay. Yeah. And I think 37 may come down with him. Yeah, 37's coming down. Delgado, he's coming down too.
They got to be careful. No. I think Delgado might have a really bad stop. I will see what's happening. I think everyone will be back on the lead lap, so to speak, with less than 5 laps to go.
So this is going to be a crazy finish. We already got Mike G and Fire Slayer linked up together. Long Live the Sauce is nowhere to be seen.
They are nowhere to be seen at all, so they could be able to regain the lead.
I'd say Long Live the Sauce just now passing the start and finish line. And his buddies that he was working with, they're already on turn 2 as he enters into 1, and he already has people he's coming up on against,
Yeah,
and
so
hopefully they can catch his draft.
I will go ahead and tell you this right now. The leader is Mike G with less than 4 or maybe 3 laps to go. I will keep you guys updated. Yeah, we should be at 4 laps to go. They're about to come up on 3.
I say Mike G and Fireslayer, they had been working strong these past 2 stages, and right now they got no one in sight to mess with them.
3 laps to go right now for Mike G. Mike G has been the one who has been leading most of this entire race. We've only seen maybe about 6 or 7 lead changes here, but it is that man right there who pretty much had the 5th lead spot, and right now is currently up in the lead, looking really good for himself and Fireslayer as they get ready to approach up to some lap traffic with the Ski Mask Sleazy. Looks like he's got a lot of damage on the hood.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I say hopefully they can suck up a Ski Mask draft to extend this lead a little even further, even though I don't need to say that because they don't have anybody else behind them. But I say, who do you think is going to win this fight?
I don't really know for sure as we get ready to approach now. 2 laps to go. I mean, the thing is, though, is that we're going to be seeing a winner, and it's obviously going to be a Toyota. I'm not going to really predict on anything such as that, but we'll end up seeing here as we are now at 2 laps to go. Fireslayer is going to have to be able to make a move if he wants to be able to win.
Oh yeah, definitely. I say they nose to tail, and I don't think they have moved from that position since stage 2, lap 1.
I don't think so either as yet. Hey, by themselves, it will be a very interesting one to see, to say the least. Once when they're now getting ready to head up to the white flag this time by for Mike G and Fireslayer, the two of the only out of 3 Toyotas that are currently in the top 3, and yet Mike G has been leading this race so far so good there, Apex.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I say we may see Fireslayer going on the outside, Ski Master's draft just a little bit, but will he take that temptation?
I mean, here comes
that's Mike G doing it.
It's Mike G, but yet, oh boy, here we go, little side by side. He's going to try to work with Ski Mask. He's going to try to use that to get his lead, but it's not going to really work. And it's not going to work.
No.
It's not going to really work as of right now. Coming off of turn 3 and 4, going to the front stretch, it is going to be the one and only. Oh, they're side by side though, but it will be Mike G who wins this race. Mike G gets it done.
Yeah, Mike G with the strongest car of the night. He just overdid Fireslayer just a little bit. Fireslayer was just so close. He almost could have.
I'm gonna have to try to get Melton here real quick. So yeah, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let me try to get old Melton in here. See if I can get him to help me get those that just now finished. What a race that was, there, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. I'm pretty sure 9 Line will definitely be pleased with that finish right there. Which, by the way, y'all can check them out at 9lineapparels.com. Use promo code TVR20 to save 10% off your order. Mike G's up, finished first. We see Fireslayer up in second. I'm going to try to get to who finished up in third. Alright, I'm going to see. What a race that was here, guys. Whew. And yet, who finished up in the fastest lap? That was Turfest 92 backup.
And up the irons, the number 4 finished third. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm
gonna check real quick to see from Sporty Morty's point of view. That was awesome to say the least, though. All right, so
that was.
All right, so yep. Can you help me get Fireslayer up in here? Yeah, Fireslayer 49, please. I'm gonna try to get Mike G up in here. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get Mike G up in here. And Long Live the Sauce gets it done. So how about that? We get a chance to interview three straight Toyotas.
So long live the sauce got third.
Long Live the
That's good. I won. That was one of the ones I wanted to interview.
But hey, you'll have that chance. I'm gonna get sorry, Mike G up in here, and of course, yeah, Long Live the Sauce, got it done. And of course, I think there's been some tension going on between our drivers, which is understandable.
That's any race you're gonna be in. There's gonna be some ups and some downs.
You said it best, my friend. As we got the Candyman up in here, we got Fire Slayer joining us, we got Mike G joining us, and we're waiting on Long Live the Sauce. Gentlemen, you got a copy?
Yeah, buddy.
How about a
Gotcha.
race that was?
Hang on. You guys have sauce at it?
Yeah, I got sauce, yeah. Alright, but real quick, I do want to say, out of all of us for here, Mike G, congratulations on the win, man.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
And of course, hey, we talked about it earlier. I mean, the Toyota Power, and that's exactly what y'all brought. I mean, I'm gonna start off with you, Fire Slayer. Once we y'all got together, did y'all thought that y'all three were a well-oiled machine that couldn't be stopped?
It was a little tough there out early in mid-race, getting hooked up together. But once we did, we were pretty good to go.
Alright, I do want to welcome Long Live the Sauce to the booth, man. Long Live the Sauce, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alright, real quick, I want to tell you, congratulations on finishing top 3, man. And I got to ask you, though, boys would like to get a chance to be able to work with Mike G and Fire Slayer. Y'all were working really incredible together.
That was a good time. I mean, we just picked our spots and pretty much dominated the race, I feel like, for the most part. But caught a break with, I think, a lag spike there at the end. But take it any way we can.
I mean, you couldn't ask for that there. Real quick, I know Exotic's got some questions, so go ahead and take it away there, Exotic.
Long live. When you got broken away from the pack, did you think you were not going to finish in the top 3?
Well, I didn't take rights that last stage. I thought there was going to be a couple cautions, so I had to take rights on that last pit stop. But we were able to push, I think, a good 6 seconds ahead, so it worked out.
I know y'all three are working pretty strong, but I did notice you out in the front for a while. How would you end up saving just enough fuel to make that final pit stop?
Did we have a caution or no?
No. There was no caution.
No.
No, we pitted that last time. We had 5 laps left of fuel.
Yeah, he dropped behind us and saved some.
Yeah, we got half a can.
Well, real quick,
TRD 123, baby.
I'll say, yeah, how about that? I mean, Mike G, I mean, we've seen the amount of battles you had with good old Fire Slayer, so how did it feel to get a chance to, not only get a chance to work with him, but to get a chance to battle with him in the final lap?
Racing with Kev's fun, man. You know, me and him, we've been racing so long together. We know each other's moves, so whoever was in front was going to win the race. It was just a matter of who got on pit road better.
Very well said. Hey, talk about Toyota Power. I mean, in one word, you could explain your performance tonight. What would that be? I mean, y'all pretty much raced pretty good. So, I mean, at least what we saw.
My one word, how we raced tonight, would be perfect.
Very perfect, to say the least. I mean, very well said. Very well said to say the least. I mean,
man, listen, stop playing with us.
Oh man!
I mean, we're not teammates. We're just acquaintances on the game.
Acquaintances. Hey. But hey, Exotic, I know you guys have known each other very well. So I mean, how does it feel to get a chance not only be up in the booth, but get a chance to call it, where two of your best buddies got a chance to be up in the top three there, Exotic?
Pretty good. It's been a while since I raced with these guys, but this actually feels really nice to actually be in the booth again. And hopefully I'll be able to stay full time. I won't be able to do it in every series. I just got a lot of stuff on my plate, and I'm just glad Mondays felt really good.
Well, hey, I hope you get a chance to join me next week, because where we're going next Monday is good old Auto Club. Auto Club is going to be a fun task for these drivers. And real quick, I'm going to ask them, one at a time, is their final thoughts on the race, and yet talk about the Auto Club race next week. So long live the sauce. You have any final comments or any thoughts you want to talk about when it comes to Auto Club come this week?
Love it. Can't wait.
Short and sweet. All right. How about you there? How about you there, Fire?
Race went pretty good. Like I said, it was kind of a little nerve-wracking getting up front with the cautions, but everything played out in the end. And going into next week, I think I got a pretty good hot rod to finish in the top three.
Hopefully we'll see a winner out of that one. Of course, the last but certainly not least, Mike G. Your final thoughts and your final comments about Auto Club.
It was a fun race. Like racing Kev, like racing some of these guys. Been around them for a while. It was a lot of fun. Glad to get to win. And I'll echo Sauce and say, love it. Can't wait.
Well, hey, Exotic, we saw some incredible racing tonight. What is the one thing you want to take away from this race?
Let's say it one more time.
Yep, go ahead.
No, he wants you to repeat the question.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Touche. Well, hey, guys, that was our coverage here at the... Whoever's laughing at me, stop.
You're good, bro.
Hey, we appreciate you for the broadcast.
We gotta give you a hard time, dude.
Oh, I already know y'all do. For as long as I know you guys, oh yeah, y'all always do. Don't even get me started on that.
Toyota power, baby.
That's right.
I think
TRD, baby.
Oh my god.
Hey, 1, 2, 3 next week, buddy. Come on.
Let's go. Let's get it.
I like the confidence. I like the confidence for sure. But hey, awesome job, and wish y'all the best of luck come Auto Club come this week. But man, that was a very crazy race to call, especially the first race of the season. But hey, we're not done yet, because tomorrow night we have our truck series at 9 o'clock at Daytona. So you guys don't want to miss it, 9 o'clock. And of course, don't forget to make sure to check out our sponsor, NineLineApparel.com. Use promo code TVR20 to save 10% off your order. Hey, Exotic, I want to say I appreciate you joining me for helping me up in the booth. It was a lot of fun to get a chance to have you back, and hopefully I get a chance to have you back come to Auto Club, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be back every week. Hopefully every week for the next whole season and seasons to come after that.
Hey, very well said. But hey, make sure you guys like and comment on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to have a lot of fun this season. Season 4 is underway. So we'll see you guys come next Monday at Auto Club. But for Exotic Apex and myself, from all of us here at the league, we'll see you guys next Monday at Auto Club. Stay tuned, and we'll see you guys then.